Let's begin the talk right there at the bottom of the table, the relegation fight. And last time we were together, Musty, you said that if Norwich was able to stay up somehow, they'd be the worst team in the history of the Premier League to stay up. You said that. Since then, they got a win against Everton. And now with a win today, they do move out of the bottom three. Do you stand by your statement?
Absolutely, I stand by it. They've got a minus 35 goal difference, which is way worse than everybody else's, but they've absolutely got a chance to stay in the division. And I think I defended them maybe a week or so ago where, like, it's easy after they have a big defeat where you think, well, they're just not good enough. Well, the numbers on the league table says they do have a chance. They beat Everton. They've got a lot of their really important players for them back. Grant Hantley being the main guy, I think, as a captain central defender. Timo Pukki's back fit now. Adam Eder, this young Republic of Ireland striker, scored the winning goal against Everton. There's a bit of momentum now. And I know from my time in the Premier League, where we were in relegation fights, momentum can mean everything, Ahmed. And the confidence that a win can bring you, you climb off the bottom of the league table, you see the teams ahead of you. And let's be honest about it, it's going to be 3 from 4 that's going to get relegated there. And one team's got to win that race. And Norwich City right now, with another result today, and that's a big if, and I absolutely love these games at the bottom of the table. Norwich can maybe be that team that, not very good, but stay in the league.
So what do you think, Tim? Is it 3 from 4, Watford, Norwich, Newcastle, Burnley? You don't want to put Everton in this conversation?
Well, I think it's 4, 3 from that 4, because Everton are going to get that new manager bounce from Ferguson. Leeds, they play good enough football. They score the goals that need to keep them up. Brentford I think almost have enough points in the bag now to just kind of creep across that line. When I look at Watford, I'm so disappointed because they're a good enough team. They shouldn't be in this conversation. They just brought in some transfers, Kayembe, Kamara, Samir, to shore up that defense, because up front, Sarr and King, 5 goals apiece. Dennis, 8 goals. I mean, that's enough goals within a team, particularly down near the bottom, that they should be just fine. Obviously, Ranieri's come in. They haven't gotten a new manager bounce out of him. Only 7 points since he's been in. That was the same as Munoz, except he's played 5 more than Munoz. So you just look at it and think, there's something not clicking. He continues to change the team. Look at Newcastle. We expected them to bring in a ton of players. They've done that. They've spent the money. Burnley, sitting on 17 games. They have a ton of games in hand. Hopefully, they'll reinvest that Chris Wood money into a striker. They should be, I say fine, they should be okay. I agree with you. I mean, Norwich is not a very good team. And so when you look at this game today, there's so much on it, because for Norwich to be where they are and to think they could be out of the drop zone by the end of today, what motivation that is.
I think an important part of this is where we're at right now in the January transfer window. And, of course, Newcastle were always going to spend money. They're definitely a better team right now with Kieran Trippier and Chris Wood in the side. They will make other signings. I think Watford, as you said, they've already brought in 3 defensive players to help their cause. It does come down to Burnley when you look at this, and they've got games to play, and their goal difference is by far the best, so maybe the best team of them all. But without Chris Wood, they've got 25, 30 million pounds, like $30 million that's waiting to spend on a new striker, and that's not going to be easy. So they've got to do business there. Norwich, probably not going to do anything. So for Norwich, it's going to be harder for them based on the quality they've got in their squad. But if they can win this game against Watford and send them into possibly a tailspin, Tim, with confidence, etc., with Norwich winning, then we've got a real race on.
And I worry about the optics for Claudio Ranieri. We know how Watford operate as a club. They don't let their managers have too long of a time in charge if things aren't going well. For them to be out of the bottom 3 is fine, as long as they're hovering.
Right.
If they get beat today and they go into the drop zone, it doesn't look great for
Probably his last game.
It could be.
Could be Ranieri's last game.
Could be the last game if they lose today. They've played 5 times before in the Premier League. These 2 clubs, Watford has won 4 of those games.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern. And for even more content, head over to Peacock, where we've got live games, original series and a dedicated round-the-clock Premier League channel featuring studio shows, classic matches and much more.